Welcome to Nabeel Math Academy. This is Dr. Mohammed Nabeel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the graph of the logarithmic function. So before going to the graph, we have to know the definition of the logarithmic function. So the logarithmic function if x is more than 0 and b is a positive constant, we can define a logarithmic function y equal log x base b. Log x base b. So this is, we call it as a logarithmic form. This can be written in terms of if and only if in the exponential form b raised to the power y equal x. B raised to the power y equal x. This one we call it as the exponential form, and this one is the logarithmic form. And for the graph we need the exponential form. After converting the exponential, we will draw the graph. So this is a very important thing we have to know. Suppose if you have a y equal log x to the base 5, how will you write the exponential? You will write it this one as 5 raised to the power y. 5 raised to the power y equal x. So this is the conversion from the logarithmic to the exponential form. So we will start the problem. First, graph f of x equal log x base 3. So I can write it this one as y equal. This is y equal log x base 3. So it can be written as the exponential form 3 raised to the power y is equal x. And similarly here you will have x and y, but you have to give the value of y because the y is the independent variable and x is the dependent variable. So I will choose the value. I will choose the value of y as -1, 0 and 1. When I substitute the value in the y, so what happened here? The x value will be when I substitute 0, any power 0 is 1. When I substitute 1, 3 raised to the power 1, 3 power 1 is 3. When I substitute -1, you will get the x value is equal 1 over 3. Now, if you see this one, the points, what are the points you will get? 1, comma 1 over 3, comma -1, and then 1, comma 0, 3, comma 1. So if you plot the points, so what happened here? The points 1 over 3, the x value will be here, and the y value is -1. So x value 1 over 3 and y value -1 here. It will be here. Now the next one 1 comma 0. So this is x equal 1, y equal 0. This is the x-axis. Next, x equal 3, y equal 1. It will be here. So this is the graph you will have. So if you join the line, so this is by the way, this is the standard graph and it is increasing, and this is we call it this one as the standard graph. This is the standard graph, and it is increasing. Why? It is going from the down to up, so it is increase. And also this is asymptote. It should not touch the y-axis. It is passing through the y-axis, not touching. So this is asymptote. So this is the graph for the first one. Similarly, here we will have the function 1 over 2. So let us solve the same thing. Y equal log x base 1 over 2. If you cross multiply, you will get 1 over 2 to the power y is equal x. This is x and y. So this is the x and y we have. Now I just substitute the value. So what happened here? The same rule. I just substitute -1, 0 and 1. Now when I substitute the value y equal 1, -1 and 0 here. So what is the y value? So x value, sorry. So any power 0 is 1, it is 1. When I substitute 1, you will get half. When I substitute minus 1, 1 over 2 to the power minus 1, if you reciprocal, therefore 2 power 1. So it is 2. Now I got it the points. The coordinates are 2 comma minus 1, 1 comma 0 and 1 over 2 comma 1. 1 over 2 comma 1. Just plot the points on the graph. So here 2 comma minus 1. So this is the 2 comma minus 1 here. Then next one here 1 comma 0. It will be here. The next half and 1. So y equal 1. So if you see this one, it is going toward downwards. So this one you will have, maybe this is the line you will have. So this is the going down. Why it is going down like this? Because the power, this one, if it is less than 1, it is decreasing. If it is less than 1, the base is less than 1, we say it is decreasing. When it is more than 1, it is increasing. Always the shape of the graph is looking like this. It is moving from a down to up. Maybe the values will be changed, but the shape remains same. Now this one we call it as increasing and decreasing. And we have here the translation is happening. It is reflecting across the y-axis. It is reflecting across the x-axis. Sorry, here this is reflect across, so across x-axis. So this is the translation you will have. The next one will have the same x, y, given function f of x equal log x plus 3. The x plus 3 is inside the function base 4. Now I will go with the same thing. Y equal given function x plus 3 base 4. How will you convert in terms of exponential? 4 raised to the power y equal x plus 3. Now when I move it my plus 3 here, so it becomes, so x is equal 4 to the power y minus 3. So this is the perfect form. Now I just substitute the x and y value. What is the x and y value here? X value I just substitute minus 1, 0 and 1. And just substitute the y value in the function. So what happened here? So the first one, if I substitute 0, any power 0 is 1, 1 minus 3 which is equal minus 2. When I substitute 1, the y value 4 power 1, it is 4 minus 3 which is equal 1. When I substitute minus 1, you will get what? 4 to the power minus 1 minus 3. It is 1 over 4 minus 3. If you cross multiply, you will get what? 12 minus 1 minus 11 over 4. Minus 11 over 4. Minus 11 over 4. Now I got the coordinates minus 11 over 4 comma minus 1, then minus 2 comma 0 and 1 comma 1. Now I have to plot the points on the graphs. So what happened? The first one will be, this is approximately less than minus. So this is less than 2.9, minus 2.9. So x value is minus 2.9 here, near to 3, and y value is minus 1 here. It will be here. Now the next one, what is the x value here? 0 comma minus 2 comma 0, then x equal 1, y equal 1. So here this is the graph you will have. So since it is more than 1, it is increasing, but there is a shifting is happening here. Since it is more than 1, therefore that's why it is increasing, but the standard graph will be here. The standard graph will be here. But what happened here? There is a translation. What is the translation here? This is 1 unit moving right, 2 unit, 3 units. So it is moving 3 unit to the left. So I will say the translation, whenever you will have a plus 3 inside, it is left by 3 unit. When you have a minus 3, we say it is right by 3 unit. Whenever you will have a minus, therefore it is shifted to the right by 3 unit. Now the next one, here what is the difference between the last problem and this problem? In this one, the plus 3 is separate function, not inside the log. So there is a log x base 4 is a one function, and then plus 3 will be the separate. So how will you solve this type of problem? Now this is the given function as a y equal log x base 4 plus 3. If I move it the 3 here, so what happened? It is minus 3. Y minus 3 equal log x base 4. Now I will convert this one into the exponential form. The 4 raised to the power y minus 3 equal x. So this is my function, exponential function we will use for graph. Now how will you solve this one? Yeah, here the x value, what is the x value here? The y value, I have to substitute the y value, but we cannot give directly minus 1 plus 1 because here minus 3. That's why I will start directly the number as 3, one number less, one number more. So when I substitute this value here, the y value here, so what happened? The first one, 3 minus 3 is 0, any power 0 is 1. When I substitute 4 minus 3, which is 1, this is 4 to the power 1 is 4. When I substitute 2, it is 1 over 4. So you will get the point as 1 over 4 comma 2, 1 comma 3 and 4 comma 4. Now you have to plot the points on the graph. Number 1, what is the first one here? The x value 1 over 4, it will be here, and y value is 2, it will be here. Y value will be 2. Now 1 comma 3, 1 comma 3 will be here, and 2, that is 4 comma 4. Here you will have a 4 comma 4. So this is the asymptote. It will not cross the y-axis. Will not cross the y-axis. So this is the graph. Now what is the standard graph? The standard graph will be like this. The standard graph will be like this. So what happened this part? What happened this part? This point is shifted 3 unit, 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit up. Why 3 unit up? Because it is plus 3. So here you will have a plus 3. That's why it is increased, that is up by 3 units. Suppose if you have minus there, so it is down by 3 units. If it is minus 3, it is down by 3 units. Now the next one will have the minus is inside here. So here we will see the log of minus x. Log of minus x. So how will you solve this type of problem? So this is y to the power given function y equal log minus x to the power 5. Now write it the exponential form, 5 raised to the power y equal x. Now just multiply the minus sign here. You will get x is equal 5 to the power y. This is the x value, this is the y value. I just substitute the value of x as minus 1, 2, then minus 1, 0 and 1. So what happened here? When I substitute the value here, so it become minus. The minus will be here. So when you multiply the minus will be here. Now, when I substitute the y value here, what will get? So any power 0 is minus 1. When I substitute the value here, the x to the power minus 5. And then here you will have minus 1 over 5. Minus 1 over 5. Now plot the points on the graph. So what is this one here? Minus 1 over 5. Minus 1. Okay. Then minus 1 comma 0. Then minus 5 comma 1. I plot the points on the graph. Minus 1 over 5, the x value will be here, less than 1, less than minus 1, and the x value will be minus 1 here. Okay. Next, where is the next point? X equal minus 1 here. It will be here, this part. And then x equal minus 5, y equal 1. It will be here. If you see this point, this line is passing through the y-axis, not touching the line. Not touching the line. So it's a rough diagram we have. Now, this is the graph we have. Now, if you see the standard graph will be like this. What happened this one? This is reflection about y-axis. So whenever you will have a minus inside, the logarithmic function, we say it is reflection about the y-axis. So it is reflect across y-axis. So this is the minus case. Now the next one here, the minus is outside. What happened? If it is minus is outside. If it is minus outside, what will write? The same thing will go. Given function y equal. So given function y equal minus log x base. If I move it minus here, it becomes minus y equal log x base 2. Write it the exponential form, 2 raised to the power minus y equal x. Therefore, x is equal 2 power minus 1. So it can be written as 1 over 2 to the power y. Is it the same thing? Is it the same thing? Now x and y. So what is the x value? Y value minus 1, 0, 1. I have to substitute this value here. So what happened? When I substitute this value here, it becomes 1. It is half, and then it is minus. It is half, then it is 2. Why it is 2? 1 over 2 to the power minus 1. If you flip the fraction, it becomes positive. So you will get the plus 2. Now what are the points here? What are the points here? You will have the points 2 comma minus 1, 1 comma 0, and 1 over 2 comma 1. Now the points, I have to substitute the points. It is 2 comma minus 1. So 2 comma minus 1 here. Next, 1 comma 0, it will be here. Then next, here half comma 1, it will be here. So it is decreasing function. This is a decreasing function. And by the way, this is the going to be a same. This one and this one is going to be a same. Is it right? When you have a minus inside or the fraction is less than, you will get the decreasing reflection about the across the x-axis. Reflection across the x-axis. As we know, the standard graph will be like this. So it is reflect across x-axis. Reflection across x-axis. So whenever you will have a base less than 1 and minus outside, you will get the decreasing function, that is reflection across the x-axis. Now here we will have the summary of all the things what we have drawn. So this is a standard graph. When the minus outside and the base is less than, we say reflect across the y-axis. When we have a plus 3 up by 1 unit, when you have a log x base 4 minus 3 down by 3 unit, the graph is shifted down by 3 unit. And here log x minus 3, the minus 3 is inside the log function. So therefore right by 3 unit. If it is plus, left by 3 unit. If it is minus inside the log function, therefore it is reflection across the y-axis. Here there are a set of graph and a function is given. I have to find the correct function with the graph. What is the first one here? F of x. It is x minus 2. If it is minus 2, what we say? If it is minus 2, it is minus right by 3 units. Which function is right by 3 units? And by the way, all are here what? This one minus 5, other 5, here 5, here 5. Base 5. All to the base 5. Now it is right by 3 unit. What is the right by 3 unit? Which function you have a right by 3 unit? So therefore, you will have this part. This is a standard graph. 1 unit. This is 1 unit, 2 unit and 3 unit. It is shifted by 3 unit. Sorry, 2 units, right? Here you will have 2 unit minus 2. So minus 2 means 2 unit. Therefore, 1. This is a standard graph actually. 1 unit, 2 unit. This is shifted by 2 unit to the right. So therefore, this is my f of x. Number 2. What is the next function? G. I have to compare the g. Is it plus 2? So plus 2 is separate. Whenever you will have a plus 2, it is up by 3 unit. Which function is up by? Which graph is up by 3 units? So here you have up by 2 units by the function g of x plus 2. Therefore, it is standard graph will be here 1 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit up. So this is my g of x. G of x. Now here, when you have a minus inside, what we say? When you have a minus inside, reflect across y-axis. Reflect across y-axis. Therefore, the standard graph will be here. This is the standard graph. So it is reflection across y-axis. Therefore, this is my h of x. H of x. And then here you will have what? 3 unit left. This is inside. 3 unit left and reciprocal because the minus is outside. So it is reflection across the y-axis. Actually here this is the last one. Obviously this one is a k of x, but how it comes I will tell you. So this is what? This is the standard graph. So for the minus it is what? Here you will find it this one as the decreasing. This is minus log x base 5. When you move it 3 unit, 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, therefore this is nothing but minus log base 5 the x plus 3. So this is the function. Now here we have to explain using translation, produce a graph of this one. So how will you draw the graph here? So this is very easy here. I can just write it the x and y. So if you know the summary of the table, you can draw by your own. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And here minus 1, minus 2 and 1, 2, 3. So here minus 1 and minus 2. You can go with the schedule same thing. But I will write it this one as what? This is the standard graph. This is the standard graph you will have. This is the standard graph y log x base 2. What happened the translation here? This is minus 3. Minus 3 means what? Right by 3 unit. So it is 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit. So this is shifted by the 3 unit. So this is the graph. So this is the graph log x minus 3 base 2. So this is the graph. So without a schedule, you can draw the graph. And similarly here. So what happened first? How will you draw the graph of this? So I write it here. The graph. Always start the graph with the standard form. Standard graph. It is the easiest way. This is x. This is y. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. And minus 1, minus 2. Now what happened the next one? First I write it the standard graph. The standard graph will be here. And since this one is what? Less than. So less than 1, therefore it will be decreasing. The standard graph will be here like this. This is what? Log x base 1 over 2. Base 1 over 2. Now it is plus 3. Plus 3 means what? It is up by 3 units. So up by 3 units. So how many units will up? So this is the 1 unit. It will jump 2 unit, 3 units. So therefore the graph is looking like this. So this is the graph 3 plus log x base half. So with this, the graph of the logarithmic function is completed. Thank you.